hopefully I can make one more English album. Definitely, yeah. Because only 9 tracks is kind of sad.
Hi, I'm Rianne Daly and I'm joined by Fujii Kaze for the latest in Enemies in Conversation video series. Hi Kaze, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. Welcome to London. You performed 2 shows here the last couple of days. How were they for you?
Yeah, I love the people, I love the city, I love the venue. It's so like old-fashioned and vintage. I love that. I still trying to figure out how to perform. Like I still don't know what to do on stage, but yeah, I tried my best, and yeah, people were so lovely. So yeah.
You seemed very comfortable on stage last night. It didn't seem like
really?
you didn't know what to do.
No. I tried to, look chill and peaceful and everything, but yeah, inside I'm kind of panicking or something. Yeah.
During the set, you were covering Amy Winehouse's "Love Is a Losing Game."
Yes.
Why did you choose to cover that song? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, like it's very London. Yeah, I really admire her, and I really love her works. Yeah, she only has 2 albums. I love all of her music, and especially I love that song. I'm really happy to perform the song in London, especially. And Amy Winehouse has a live recording album in that venue, so it's crazy. Yeah.
Were you thinking about that when you were performing the song last night?
No, it was nerve-wracking. Yeah, it was. I think I am so brave to even do that.
Definitely.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
But you pulled it off, so it's all fine.
Thank you. I tried. Yeah.
You once told a friend that you were going to focus on making it in Japan until your late 20s, and then you would come overseas after that.
Oh wow! Yeah, how do you know that?
The research. But going overseas did kind of start a little bit earlier for you with the success of Shinanoga Iwa in 2022. What was the experience of that song kind of going viral unexpectedly like for you?
Oh yeah, it was so unexpected. Yeah, I didn't care much about like TikTok or short kind of contents before, but yeah, I realized how big it can be, that platform can be, or for the music business as well, and so unexpected, and yeah, it's like all of sudden blessings from God or something.
Yeah, it brought you a lot of positive things, but I also read that it brought you kind of a lot of confusion as well in terms of like what you wanted to do next or whether you should even continue as an artist. What was it about that experience that kind of left you feeling so lost?
I don't know, like, yeah, I already released 2 full-length albums, and I felt like I could say everything I wanted to say at that time, especially in Japanese. And yeah, I'm totally lost. And what is the next step, next chapter for me as an artist? I didn't know, because I'm kind of satisfied with what I have done. I always think it's important to feel satisfied and content all the time, but it can be tricky sometimes for the career or start a new thing or something. Yeah.
What made you decide to continue then, and what made you kind of want to keep going and do something else and make eventually Prema?
Like, thankfully I got opportunity to make a new song for the sports or basketball team. Yeah, that helped me a lot, because I like it was like life told me, oh, you still got to do something, or there's still something you can do. The opportunity or the offer to write a song helped me a lot, to continue as an artist.
Yeah.
Because without that kind of offer, I wouldn't know what to do. So, yeah.
Yeah. On I Need You Back, one of the songs on Prema, you sing about apathy and passion dying. Does that kind of connect to where you were when you were feeling lost and not knowing what to do next?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'm very clear and honest on that song. It's very, I was, I was very kind of indifferent. I simply lost all of my passion or energy. So I try to figure out the way to bring it back to me. So and that I Need You Back lyrics directly reflects that kind of states of mind.
Yeah. What was that like when you lost the passion and you lost the energy? Was it kind of scary for you, like not knowing if you would continue to be a musician?
It wasn't even scary. It made me think like, contentment or satisfaction can be sometimes tricky. I've always been happy with my career and everything, and that kind of happiness took my passion away. It's very real, but it's the honest feeling.
Prema is your first English language album, and you've spoken before about kind of wanting to try and make music in English being something of like unfinished business for you, or like something you want to fulfill before you die. What was so exciting to you about the idea of making music in English? Why did you really want to try and do that?
I don't know, I simply grew up with all of the English songs, so how nice it could be to write some songs in English and release an album fully in English. Like making English songs and making an English album itself was like my dream. So but I almost forgot about that because of all of the kind of chaotic situation and all of the people around me, or all of the environments reminded me that I still got something to do with my life. So,
in terms of writing in English versus writing in Japanese, what's the feeling of like writing in a language that isn't your native one, and how does that kind of, I guess, open up new ideas or things for you to explore that you maybe wouldn't think of in Japanese?
I can be more simple and clean when I think in English, and I love the feeling because I want to be a simple person, and I want my song to be simple and clean, not very complicated. And writing and thinking in English makes me make my vision kind of clear. And I also wanted to know what other people would write to my melody or something. I'm kind of curious about that, so I want to try to write my music with someone else.
And you did work with other people on this album, like A.G. Cook, Tobias Jesso Jr., two of the people that you worked with. What was your experience like working with them?
Oh, thank God, they're all chill and peaceful, so very easy. It was very easy process. It went so smoothly. Everything, like especially the production process. I wanted to get involved with my music deeper than ever before. So it felt like we created together, not completely leave it to them or anything.
In the past, would you not share your opinions so much with the producers?
No, actually, but I sometimes compromised or like, because the producer is more experienced, and I've always been a part of every creation. But this time I feel like I had a more like deeper connection with all of my music, and a lot more responsibility as well.
How did like that feeling of responsibility kind of change, I guess, how much attention to detail you're putting into the music, I guess?
I made all of the judgment or decision and about all of my details, from every instrument to even the cover art of the album. My previous album's cover was shot in studio. I wanted to shoot this cover of this album in my own house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because this album felt so close to me, like way closer than before, luckily. And yeah, I wanted them to feel the same way. So yeah, I wanted to take a picture at my house. And
Musically, Prema sounds very 80s. There's some New Jack Swing in there, some disco, some like 80s synth pop. How did the sounds of the 80s and artists from that decade inspire this album?
Oh, I love the passion that era had. I felt like they're always trying to do something new and something innovative. Look at Michael Jackson music video, Madonna's music videos. Yeah, they're so creative and full of passion for the art and creativity. And I love to bring that kind of feeling back to this era. I really love the energy and passion that 80s music has, or 80s art has. So I felt like I needed that kind of energy to continue as an artist, to make another album. So you've said before that you felt like you had to be kind of cool and on the cutting edge of your music in the past. Why did you feel like that at that time? I don't know, because I feel like my writing style is kind of old-fashioned. I create all of my music with the piano, and I am influenced by a lot of older kind of music. Like sometimes it can be 1930s jazz or something, or 1960s Japanese old pops or something. So I wanted to mix that kind of old-fashioned style of writing with a kind of cutting edge production. I think it's interesting to mix that kind of feel. But I already did that kind of thing with my previous 2 albums. So I wanted to, show some respect for the kind of nostalgic vibes and 80s vibes, 90s vibes that I've always been admired.
Prior to Prema, you had never made a song from scratch with another writer or another producer, another musician. What was your experience of that process like, going into the studio with someone else and building something out of nothing?
Hachiko is one example of that. Hachiko is the only one song that I worked with from scratch with another people. I'm now feeling like I have to do that more often, because it gave me some very unexpected kind of ideas. So I want to be more flexible and open to challenge, open to do something new and something challenging. And Hachiko went so smoothly. I never thought about putting a little bit of Japanese into my English songs. So it was a brilliant idea, and it kind of bridges my Japanese career into something new. So yeah, I'm really thankful for that kind of opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, that idea came from Tobias Jesso Jr. when you first started writing the song. And then you finished the song off by yourself, I think, later on after watching the film about Hachiko the dog.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
How did the film kind of help you finish writing the lyrics for that song?
Yeah, I kind of very impressed by they met finally each other in heaven or something. I rather like to focus on that kind of positive and peaceful side of the story. I want this song to feel like we finally met each other and we can do anything from now on. You and me together finally, and we can conquer everything, or that kind of invincible type of feeling.
Yeah.
I wanted to emphasize that.
The song is also a message to your fans and kind of a thank you to them for waiting for you. What does it mean to you that so many people have been kind of waiting for you for 3 years for new music, or a new album, I mean?
My fans are so patient. Yeah, because I only have randomly dropped a little bit of singles for this 3 years, and yeah, I've always wanted to make another album, but it took so much longer than I originally hoped, and I want them to feel excited for the new chapter. So yeah, I wanted to share the kind of excitement with them.
The title Prema comes from the Sanskrit for love.
Yeah.
Your previous album titles are kind of like messages, I guess, for an ideal world almost. How would you say that this title kind of connects with those titles and also the general message that you want to share as an artist?
My first previous albums, my 2 previous albums, title also related to kind of Hindu philosophy, and Prema is also kind of related to Sanskrit and Hindu kind of culture, and it's totally like connect with each other in my own world, but yeah, it's not very obvious. So I always knew that if I could release my 3rd album, the title would be Prema. I wanted to be 100% love, like pure love, like a little bit higher kind of love, rather than just a relationship between man and woman or something. I don't know, but I always wanted to feel that kind of love, like higher love, like spiritual kind of love inside of me. So it's very important for me to call this album Prema.
You turned 28 recently, but you said on Instagram that you are going to remain 27 until the album's out.
Yeah.
What is the significance of your 27th year to this album?
I basically love the number. Yeah, it's my 3rd album, and I also wanted it to be like solid 9-track album, and like 3 by 9 would be 27.
Yeah.
There is also a term called 27 Club, right? Yeah. Amy Winehouse is a part of it. I imagine like, wow, if this 3rd album is gonna be my last, what kind of songs do I want to put or make for the album? So I also felt like it took my 27 whole years to even make this album, not only 2 or 3 years, but yeah, my philosophy, my spirituality took my whole life to kind of realized that. So yeah.
One of the songs on this album is Forever Young, one of my favourite songs on this album as well.
Wow.
The last song I think that you wrote for it, and the last song you decided to go on the album. What was it about that song that you thought it had to be on the record?
You mean Forever Young?
Yes, yeah.
Oh wow. During the tour, Asia tour, I visited Bali Island, and I don't know, that energy that island had somehow inspired me, that kind of song, like melody. I always want to find some good closing track for the album. I wanted it to be optimistic and kind of a little bit nostalgic, and definitely with a summer feeling, because I've always wanted to make a summer record. So yeah, when the melody came, when the chorus melody came, like yeah, this, I thought it would be a perfect track, perfect closing track for the album. Yeah, I just felt that.
Obviously, you've got a lot of big achievements in your career so far, and one of them was last year when you played 2 sold-out shows at the Nissan Stadium. You played there before, of course, in 2021 to no one as part of a live stream during the pandemic. What was the experience of those 2 very different events, I guess, at 2 different points of your career? Like, how did they compare to each other? Yeah,
that one in 2021 is so long ago. I don't even remember that live performance. Yeah, but I felt like it was like making a video for cover video for YouTube or something. I've always did that. Yeah, making cover video alone in my room. Yeah, so I didn't feel lonely or anything. But last year, yeah, I finally could meet my friends. I met my brothers and sisters in the very big room. So that is definitely one of my favorite shows that I've ever done. So very summer, feeling good outside. So yeah, I really love that experience. Yeah.
Where do you go from here when Prema is released? So what is the next kind of achievement for you that you want to kind of gain? What do you want to do and explore musically as well, I guess?
Yeah, hopefully I can make one more English album. Definitely, yeah. Because only 9 tracks is kind of sad. Yeah, I want to make another album, hopefully, in English. I don't know about the future, though. Yeah, I hope God leads me somewhere. Yeah. I kind of leave it to him and do whatever you want me to do or something. Yeah.
Smart. Well, we'll find out, I guess, in the future then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to me, Kaze. It was really great to speak with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.